Music. Hey there, history buffs. Today, I'm diving into the untold story of World War II's Atlantic Showdown, and trust me, this is one of the most gripping naval battles you've never heard about. For nearly 6 years, the Battle of the Atlantic sprawled over 10.5 million square miles. The bulk of the action took place in its northern third, and on its outcome rested the survival of the British Isles. Picture this. It's 1939, and Germany starts with just 56 U-boats, of which only 22 are operational in the Atlantic. They seemed like underdogs, especially when compared to the powerful German surface vessels that were more of a concern at the time. But oh, how quickly things changed. Within hours of war being declared, the liner Athenia was torpedoed. In just 6 weeks, U-boats had sunk the aircraft carrier Courageous and the battleship Royal Oak. The U-boat menace was no longer an illusion. By mid-1940s, 17 ocean-going U-boats were attacking merchant ships with ferocity. The convoy system meant to protect these ships had its flaws. Slow ships, foul weather, and smoke trails at night made them easy targets. At the start of the war, the Royal Navy could provide only 2 escorts per convoy. Coastal Command had aerial responsibility, but lacked the range or capability to compensate for these naval weaknesses. Now imagine hundreds of sailors on these merchant ships facing the constant threat of being torpedoed. The shockwaves of the early losses were felt deeply by both the public and military opinion. The U-boat menace was never taken lightly again. Fast forward to the summer of 1940. The situation grew even more dire. U-boat commanders had refined their tactics, switching from surface attacks to night stalks, making them nearly invisible. The tide began to turn in late 1943 and 1944. Technological advancements like the snorkel air-breathing device allowed U-boats to stay submerged longer, evading detection. Yet, Allied forces adapted, ramping up aerial patrols and deploying more effective bombers. The most dramatic moment came when the German battleship Bismarck, a floating fortress with an arsenal of 15-inch guns, was finally sunk by a combination of relentless aerial and naval assaults. This victory was a major morale booster for the Allies. The Battle of the Atlantic was brutal. Over 2,600 merchant ships and 175 escort vessels were lost. More than 30,000 sailors perished. But the relentless effort and innovative strategies of the Allies turned the tide. In the end, air power played a crucial role in achieving victory. Long-range reconnaissance aircraft and the production of escort carriers were game changers. By mid-1943, the U-boats had lost their edge. The Allies had won the Battle of the Atlantic. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into World War II's Atlantic Showdown.